What's up, everybody? It's FC, and welcome to my intro to Magic the Gathering. If you guys have watched some of Onslaught's footage or some of the other commentators have put up Magic the Gathering footage, you've probably been interested but don't totally understand what's going on. Well, I've been playing Magic the Gathering for a while, and so I decided to do a quick little intro for you guys and give you the basic rundown, I guess. So we start off by drawing 7 cards. Everybody gets to draw 7 cards, and if you don't like it, you could do a mulligan, which is a retry, and you pull 1 less card than what it is. So as you can see, I was able to pull 3 mana. Now, mana is what you need in order to cast your basic spells. They're basically your food, your lifeline. Without mana, you can't do anything. So let's look at some of the cards I got. I got a Moth. Now, the Moth, as you can see at the top right, has a cost of 1 white mana. So if I were to have 1 available mana on the field, excuse me, 1 available mana on the field, I'm able to cast this Moth. Now, the Moth has the ability of flying, and whenever it blocks, you gain 4 life. Now, at the bottom right, you're going to see a life, kind of like its life and damage dealt that it gives. 0 is the amount of damage that it deals to either your enemy or a creature of your enemies, while 1 is the amount it can take before it dies. So if your opponent attacks you with a 2/2, and you block it with the Moth is going to die. But it does have that ability where if you block with it, you gain 4 life. So it's kind of an extra ability that it gives it. Let's move on to the next one. Angelic Wall. It's also a defender flying. It's a 0/4. So it's going to deal 0 damage, but it takes 4 life, 4 damage before it can die out. Now, walls cannot attack. They can only defend. This one has a mana cost, as you can see, that's a little bit different than the Moth. It's a 1 white and 1 regular mana. So if you were playing a multicolored deck, if you had a red and a white mana, you were able to cast this one. Since I'm playing an all-white deck, it really doesn't matter. It's all going to be white mana for me. And this Monk here is a cost of 2 with 1 white mana, and whenever it enters the field, as you can see, you gain 2 life. So all these different cards have different abilities. Some of them have no abilities, but some of them do have extra abilities that kind of give you life, take life away from creatures and stuff like that. As you can see, the Monk has a 2/2 life. So let's go ahead and... Oh, we have one more, actually. The Holy Strength. Now, an enchantment is a... it's kind of like an add-on to a creature. You can enchant a creature with this type of sorcery, as you could call it. And as you can see, when this creature is enchanted, so you select one of your creatures and you put this card onto it. Costs you 1 mana, as you can see at the top right. Whenever this creature gets enchanted, this card gives that creature an extra +1 and +2 to its attack and its life. So it kind of gives it an extra strength, as by the name Holy Strength there. So let's go ahead and keep this hand here. And we're going to go ahead and place 1... Oh, it's not our turn. Never mind. Looks like our opponent's going first. As you can see, there's different stages to the attack, to the player's turn. There's a main stage, a beginner stage, a main stage, attack stage, a block stage, a damage stage, and another main stage, as you can see up at the top. It looks like he brought out a 2/1 creature. Cost him 1 to cast, and he got 2/1 strength. So let me go ahead and put 1 mana down myself here. Okay, that didn't go as planned. Alright. We do that now. Alright. I'm going to call in my Moth. So that ends my turn, and it goes back to his turn. Now, every turn, you're going to go ahead and draw 1 card from your library. At the bottom right of the screen, you're going to see that I have 6 cards in my hands and 85 cards in my library still. So I'm going to go ahead and block this gentleman here that he's attacking me with. So he declared an attacker on me. I declare my blocker against it. Mine's a 0/1, his is a 2/1. So mine's going to die, his is not. But the ability of mine allows me to gain 4 life. So as you can see there, it was a pretty nice battle animation that I guess you can get. And I gained 4 life because I used that card as a blocker. Now, the other guy did not suffer any type of damage because my card was a 0/1. But that's a kind of a risk you can take from, just gaining the 4 life. Now, he just casted another card, and it has double strike. Now, that's a little bit more advanced. I'll probably get to it a little bit later. But he's just casted a 1/1 with double strike, so we're going to go ahead and get that going. Now, some of these cards have what they call first strike, double strike, vigilance. You're going to see a lot of different things come up. But I'll get to that a little bit later because it's a little bit more advanced stuff. Looks like he casted another creature here. Costs 1 mana to cast. It's a 0/3. So now, as you can see, it comes back to my turn here, and we're gonna go ahead and put down our mana or our plane. Now, again, you only get one mana or one plane that you could put down per turn. And let's see what we can cast against this fellow. Oh, we have an enchantment. So this is pacifism. It basically makes his creature useless. But we're gonna go ahead and bring in this wall, just so we have something to kind of block against his attackers that are gonna be coming soon. And goes ahead and ends my turn. It goes back to his turn. So as you can see, the top kind of guides you into what it is that you're gonna be, what steps you're gonna be in. See right there, he didn't do any type of attack or sorcery or anything like that, and he's gonna cast another creature here. And whenever he enters the battlefield, you attack target equipment you control to target creature you control. Okay, so those are the types of abilities that you can get from the creatures that you cast. So it's gonna come back to my turn here. I'm gonna go ahead and put down another mana. Of course, you always want to put down your mana first. Just get that out of the way. And as you can see now, all these cards are available to me because this one costs 3. I have 3 mana. This one costs 1. This one costs 1. So we're gonna go ahead and play this monk down. So now I have some sort of protection against what he's bringing over there, his little army that he's building. And again, it finishes my turn for me, and it goes right back to him. He's gonna go ahead and play another mana and probably bring down another creature. The computer always brings their creatures in after their first main phase and after their attack phase. And as you can see, he brings down a 2/4 with flying. So that can cause a little bit of issues. You always want to make sure that you realize what kind of creatures your opponent is bringing in, because flying creatures can only be blocked by flyers. So even if I had that 2/2 out and he decided to attack me with that creature he just brought out, I would not be able to block him because that creature is a flyer. So you want to make sure that you go ahead and pay attention to the type of creatures. Now, the cool thing about this game is that it allows you to, it kind of tells you who's a flyer because it hovers them off the board. In real life, when you're playing, you don't really know, but, well, you know because you can read the card, but in this game, it kind of gives you that extra benefit by allowing you to see which card is which by showing them hovering over the field. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pacifism his little flyer guy here. And again, what that does is just kind of renders it useless. And we're going to go ahead and enchant a creature here. We're going to enchant this guy right here. So it costs 1 mana. And as you can see, his life just went up. So let's go ahead and do it again. We can enchant him twice. And as you can see, his life and attack are going to go up. And now he's a 4/6 creature. Not a bad guy. So it gives me the ability to attack here. And just for the sake of this video, we're going to go ahead and attack. And as you can see, I'm going to declare my attack against him. And we're going to go ahead and continue. Now, he has the option whether to block with his creatures or let the attack go through. It's up to him. And as you can see, he's going to decide to block with the 2/2 and against my 4/6. Now, normally you would say, well, what happens to the rest of the, I attacked him by 4. He blocks with the 2/2. Shouldn't the other 2 go through? No, it doesn't work that way in Magic. Unless the creature has something we call trample, which is a little bit more advanced. I'll get to him later. Even if I have a 10/10 creature and he blocks it with the 1/1, it will block it and none of the damage will funnel through to the opponent. So that's the cool thing, the cool little benefit about using your kind of smaller creatures to block for you. So again, we're going to put down another mana. We're going to see what this enchantment does. This is a Ascension. At the beginning of each opponent's end step, if you didn't lose life this turn, you may put a quest counter token on Luminarch Ascension. This is actually one of the best cards for this deck. Basically gives me free creatures. This is not a normal card, but this is what we call rare cards. But these are the kind of cards you want to look out for when your opponent is kind of building his army, as you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and cast that. Now, this is a different type of enchantment. This is not a creature enchantment, but more of a kind of your enchantment, I guess, for your cards. So this is kind of affects all your cards that fall within that realm of the ability that it gives you. So hopefully you guys can get that, but it's pretty easy. Regular enchantments kind of work for your whole team, while creature enchantments only work for that creature. So different enchantments have different abilities. As you go along in the game, you're going to go ahead and kind of move along and, learn about the enchantments and stuff like that. So we'll go ahead and let him cast it there. And as you can see, just get another creature card here. We're going to go ahead and pull that out. Actually, you know what? We're going to go to the enchantment. Let's use the enchantment real quick. I believe I need to put... All right, let's use that. I think. Activate. Okay, it has to have 4, so we cannot cast that. So it's good to read the enchantments and learn your cards. You will learn them as you go along. And just for the sake of this video, we're gonna go ahead and attack one more time. Here we go. And he's gonna go ahead and block with his 0-3 there. His is not gonna survive. And again, as I said before, my damage is basically negated because he used one of his creatures to block me. And that's pretty much it there. None of the damage goes through. But you kind of get the basis for how things work. That's really it, guys, in regards to the intro to the basics and how to cast and how the basics of the game go. If you have any more questions, leave them in the comments. I'll go ahead and give you guys some answers. I'll answer you guys' questions or anything like that. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this little basic intro into Magic the Gathering. I will create more of these and probably post some full-length matches for you guys. So, till next time, guys. Later.